Hey everyone, so glad to see you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. This is an early morning video, if you can't tell from the hair, and I am completely clean-faced. This is a video on my skincare routine. I have combo to, I would say it as oily to combo. During the winter I get a little drier, which is good. I'm still pretty oily. Especially in my T-zone. As you can see, my complexion is very ruddy. I have rosacea, which leaves me with a really red, which one upside to it for me is during the summer especially, or when I know I'm going to get flushed, I don't have to use much blush. So, always looking at the bright side, right? So you can see, you know, I've got redness there. Right now I have a little something during the summer sometimes when I wear my sunglasses. So I have a little blemish trying to come out. Yeah, I have oily skin that sometimes goes drier during the winter. I have super sensitive skin. Crazy sensitive. I'm keeping an eye on this because I did just change my cleanser. But I'll get into that when we start talking because I'm trying a few different ones. But I will give you my generalized skincare routine. So I will start with I'll start with my nighttime routine because that's really my typical routine. And what I have here, eye oil cleanse. This is just a little flip top bottle I got at Walmart, and it's filled with sunflower oil with I think I put about 5 drops of rosehip oil, which is an essential oil. Rosehip is really good for your skin, so I usually put that on. That takes off all the makeup. I don't really have to do too much. You don't really have to scrub or anything. You put that on, wait just a couple of seconds while you are getting a washcloth warm. Warm water, as hot as you can stand it. Lay the washcloth flat out on your face, kind of let it cool down. It's almost like a spa, you know, it's hot, feels really good, and then slowly rub down your face, and it takes the makeup off. So, however, I found when I did oil cleansing just by itself, it did a pretty good job. I'm not any more oily than I was. Chemically, like dissolves like. So if you have a water, it dissolves a water. Oil dissolves oil. So if you want to keep your oil production at a good, not super oily, if you're using things that are water-based or things that dry you out too much, you're going to produce more oil. That's just the way our skin works. So that is the first step that I use every night. You could use any oil. I don't recommend coconut oil because it, on a lot of people, will clog pores. So I use sunflower oil. You could use olive oil if you'd like. For me, it's a little thick and feels like it really sits on my skin too much. So that's why I went with sunflower oil. A sweet almond oil is also another great choice. Avocado oil. There's a bunch of different oils, but I picked sunflower because I can find it at the grocery store fairly easily. It's lighter, feels really good. So I do that, and then I'm just showing this cleanser. This is, I've got a lot of light today. There we go. This is a White Rain Foaming Facial Cleanser I found at my Dollar Tree. Like I said, I'm giving different cleansers a try, but what I will do is after I do the oil cleansing, I do use a cleanser in the shower because I use that usually before I get in the shower. It's pretty much my same routine every night. So, but I'll use a cleanser just to get any extra oil off. I don't wash it. Like I make sure it's a cleanser, not a soap. You don't want to pull all the oil completely off your face because it does moisturize. So, but I do that next while I'm in the shower. And depending, every other day I usually use this. This is the St. Ives Apricot Cleanser. This is not, this is oil-free. This just has some small beads in it, but it's not the scrub. I got the Walmart version of the apricot scrub, which has the really, the little like walnut husks in it. I use this every other day just to help slough off some dead skin. I use this like once, maybe twice a week, depending on if I feel like I've either got dry patches, or if I just feel like too oil, like really gross. Sometimes I'll use it. So then after that, after my shower, 2 or 3 times a week, you've seen me. I come on and do my little spa chats, a facial mask. I'm testing a whole bunch of different ones. I've already done reviews on both of these. This one so far, even out of the ones I'm still trying, I love this one. I love the way it smells. I love the way it feels. I love what it does to my skin. Love that one. But then I'll do a facial mask once or twice a week. The nights that I don't do a facial mask, I have another part of my routine. This little bottle is a toner that I've mixed up, and you can see the little bubbles in there, the little blobs of essential oils. It's witch hazel with rosehip oil, lavender oil, and tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is great for getting rid of any blemishes and things like that. It also does help rosacea a little bit. Lavender helps with a calming, and rosehip oil is really good for your skin, vitamins and all that good stuff. So I will use that toner, and then this is a lotion that I make myself. It is aloe vera and avocado oil. Avocado oil has vitamin A and E, some other good stuff in there. So it's those two, and just a couple of drops of rosehip oil. Like I said, rosehip is great for your face, and I get mine at a local health food store. So, but this is great. It's just a couple of ounces of each. You mix it together. I know it doesn't look like aloe vera, but yeah, the oil, it just makes a great lotion. And so I put that on, and every day I use this is all I have. I was talking about in another video. This is all I have of my e.l.f. lip exfoliator. I love this thing. It's just more convenient than when you make a sugar scrub, which are really easy to make, to put on your lips. This is just so much handier. However, I am planning on doing a DIY. I found a recipe on making a solid lip scrub like the e.l.f. lip exfoliator. So when I am done with this, I will keep the container, and we will try and do that exfoliating lip scrub in that form. But every day, every night before bed, I do the lip exfoliator. And lately, this has been my go-to. It was in my August faves. You want to put a lip balm on afterwards, and this is my go-to. So that would be my every night routine. It's a lot of steps, but your skin is so important. It's what people see. It's also the biggest organ on our body. We don't think about it much. Like I said, I have sensitive skin. This is why I learned to make my own soap. I make my own soaps. I make my own lotions and things like that, as you've seen. So now we'll move on to just like my daily. So that was my night routine. It does take a little while, but it's also kind of nice to wind down. So like I said, I do my spa chats during that. I enjoy it. It's a little bit of pamper time for me. I do want to mention that I'm trying this e.l.f. Acne Fighting Gel. I believe it was Jessica at Jam Beauty who mentioned using this. It might be the other one she used. I'll have to try and find out. But I'm trying it, and if it is good, it's got 1% salicylic acid in it. It's got tea tree oil and some other oils, and I'm just trying it to see if it helps better than just a straight up, a lot of times when I get breakouts, if I put a little aloe vera on it, it dries it up and makes it go away. But I'm trying this, see if it works just as well. I found this today at my CVS for $2. So I don't break out very often. I'm lucky like that. So when I do, if this works really well, it would be a lot easier to just rub it on because it's kind of cool. It's got a little roller ball. So right now, you know, this is being tested, but I believe it will become a part of my nighttime routine if I have a breakout and stuff. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to put on as long as you make sure it's really dry before your makeup. So my morning routine. I am very chatty in this video. It's going way longer than I expected, but that's okay. This I put in a spray bottle. This is just witch hazel. So in the morning, before I put on my makeup, I spritz my face with this, or I'll wet a cotton ball and rub my face, depending on how oily I feel. But the witch hazel just cleanses the skin. And then I put on my makeup. No, I do not put on a moisturizer in the morning before my makeup. I moisturize so well at night that I just don't feel the need to do it. Plus, because I'm so sensitive to lotions and stuff, this is made with oils, and if I put an oil, a water-based foundation on, the oils sometimes really mess up the foundation. So I don't. Sometimes I'll put a primer on after the witch hazel. If I'm wearing an actual foundation, I wear BB cream a lot. I really love Korean BB cream. I'm pale enough that most of the colors work really well for me. And it just is really, they put a lot of good things for your skin in it. So, so I'll put on my makeup, and then I will finish it off with a setting spray that I've made. It is vegetable glycerin, distilled water. The reason why I use distilled water is that has taken a lot of extra minerals, a lot of impurities out of the water. It also tends to last a little longer using distilled water. So distilled water, vegetable glycerin, and then a few drops of rosehip oil and lavender oil. And that's what I put in here for my finishing spray. Now, that's to get rid of the powdery look. I don't know that it really helps my makeup last too much longer. For that, if I know I need it to last, I will either, if I don't have any around, any setting spray of another type, I'll just use a little bit of Aquanet hairspray, my old theater trick. And I know a lot of people, oh, that's really not good. I don't do it very often. When I do it, it's just done on the times I need it to stick. I am going to get the Ben Nye final set. I talked to all my theater friends, and they said, oh my gosh, it's the best stuff ever. Your makeup won't move. But it's also made with alcohol. It's made with a lot of the other same other ingredients that are in hairspray. So the positive thing about that, they've said when they sweat, if it gets in their eyes, it doesn't burn. So because what you're doing in theater, or if you're trying to get a sweat-proof foundation, it's really, unless you use a waterproof foundation, you're really just trying to create a barrier. And your sweat has to work through the barrier. So by using the setting spray, you're creating a barrier. So, but they said it's wonderful. So I definitely want to check that out before I tell you guys. I think it's wonderful. I don't know. My friends have recommended it to me, so I'll probably give it a try. So yeah, this kind of long video has been my skincare routine. If you have any questions, like maybe I wasn't quite clear enough, or you have questions about oils or recipes, things like that, please leave it in the comments below. Give this a thumbs up if you like learning this kind of stuff from me. I have tons of little tidbits on essential oils and what they're good for the skin. Like I said, I learned to make my own soaps and lotions and all that kind of stuff, and I put those ingredients in there because, like I said, your skin is your largest organ. You need to take care of it. The more you take care of it, the better you'll feel, and you'll get carded all the time because it'll help keep your skin more elasticity, and you'll look younger, you'll feel better. It's great. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. That way we can keep in touch. And I am ready to get a move on my day, so I'll be going and doing this second step of my routine and putting on my makeup today because I have a rehearsal this evening when I'm filming this. Because I don't think I'm going to post, this won't be posted on the day I'm filming. Sorry guys. Crazy busy with rehearsals, but I'm excited. So you guys have an amazing day. It looks beautiful outside. I hope it's beautiful where you are. You're beautiful. Have a great day. See ya.